Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
Sioux Falls police are asking for the public's help to identify the suspect in Sunday morning's deadly shooting that killed one person and injured two others.
It happened at 2:40 in the morning in the parking lot of Gilberto's Mexican restaurant on Minnesota Avenue near 16th Street.
If somebody has video, if somebody has information, we'd like them to use Crime Stoppers. There's also a chance if this information leads to the arrest or indictment that a person could get some reward money as well.
The person who was shot and killed was a 37-year-old Sioux Falls man. The other two men who were injured are 26 and 29 years old. Names have not been released and no one has been arrested yet. A Sioux Falls man who has been advocating for a late-night alternative to the bar scene caught a glimpse of the shooting. Raheem Rice was riding with friends on Minnesota Avenue when they drove by Gilberto's restaurant just as the first gunshots were fired.
Rice says he believes what he believes to be one of the victims being shot because he saw someone fall to the ground, and also believes he heard more than one kind of gun.
It's a lot to process, it's a lot to convey, and so I'm trying to say this correctly, but it was definitely more than one shooter involved, or at least an exchange. It wasn't just somebody shooting a gun, it was a gunfight.
Rice was one of the first people to report the shooting. He flagged down a police officer at 11th and Minnesota and told him about it. He says the police response was impressive.
Cooler temps to start the day here in KELOLAND. Let's get a check of our forecast with meteorologist Scott Munt. Scott?
All right, good morning, everybody. We are looking at temperatures today in the 50s for afternoon highs. That's still a little bit above average, but that will soon change as we hit the end of the week. Along with it, we'll have to watch for our snow chances. There may be a couple of sprinkles out there for this morning. Otherwise, look for increasing sunshine. We're still forecasting rain tomorrow. Amounts around a quarter, maybe a third of an inch in South Dakota. It could be a little heavier in Minnesota and Iowa. And then we'll watch that snow come in late in the day Thursday, last through Friday. More details on your forecast with Brian coming up.
Thank you, Scott. The Vermilion School District has approved a restroom policy that would allow transgender students to use the bathrooms that correspond with the gender they identify with.
However, some changes have been made. School board members removed a part of the policy that covers overnight accommodations for trips. They will revisit it at a later meeting. The policy passed with a 3-2 vote. Augustana University and the Sioux Falls Jazz and Blues Society have come together to create a digital jazz curriculum. Their goal is to educate people in South Dakota and around the world about the history and style of jazz music through videos.
The group has created 3 episodes using local musicians and Augustana students and hope that it will inspire the next generation of musicians and listeners.
Jazz is not a culture that has made its way up the Mississippi River in the same way that we hear it in major cities like New Orleans or New York City or St. Louis or Chicago. And so the Jazz Diversity Project team that's been working on this for so long has been able to work and nurture this program, write some of their own music that helps not just tell the story of jazz music and its origins, but then how is jazz music becoming part of the story of Sioux Falls and South Dakota.
This curriculum is online now and free to anyone. Food service at SIOUX just got high-tech. These robots from Starship Technologies are now making food and drink deliveries on campus.
The machines are currently transporting orders to students and staff from one coffee shop and 2 restaurants on campus. There are currently 16 food delivery robots on campus, with more on the way.
Let's look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, starting the forecast today, cool this morning, but we're in the 50s this afternoon, and the showers, or sprinkles, if you will, in the south will be exiting. The big weather story tomorrow, the rain chances increasing, especially east of Sioux Falls is where the heaviest amounts are going to fall on your Wednesday. And I think that right now these showers will be fairly common from eastern North Dakota all the way into Nebraska and Kansas. The system, though, picks up speed. It's out of here on Thursday. The wind is cranking up on Thursday. That means blustery, colder weather. And then we're going to kick in a chance of snow. Now, the theory behind this is a lobe kind of a wraparound spoke that's coming in out of southern Canada. So it's not exactly, I mean, there's lots of ways we can get snow here in KELOLAND. This is one particular way. This would fit the Clipper system family. And so let's watch it. We've got wind, we have some snow on the way, and we do think it'll be enough to accumulate, especially in the northeast. The odds of an inch of snow, let's just start with that. They're high already from Aberdeen to Watertown to Brookings. We could go more than that, but again, at this point, I would say let's favor just some snow, and we'll get more specifics on numbers later today and tomorrow. Windy, too. There's your Thursday wind, 30 to 40, common. 50 plus on Friday morning, and yeah, then you add that to that snow forecast. That's why we're starting to make this a little bit more of a talking point. Obviously, travel can be impacted a little bit with that. So let's begin with today's forecast. 53 Sioux Falls, 54 in Huron. The 7-day numbers, as you would expect, are getting colder with the wind, the snow chance on Friday, 35 the high. It'll kind of be an interesting weekend, too, because another reinforcing shot of cooler weather with a little snow in the air could make its way in Saturday night, early Sunday. We've got that on Saturday's forecast right now, but continue to watch for updates there. Aberdeen, good chance of snow on Friday, and the wind with it. We do expect that the wind will be a big deal in Pierre both Thursday and Friday, but the snow chance not as high. It's not gone, or we don't eliminate that, but we just want to tell you right now the northeast is probably the most favorable. Obviously, that plays out in Rapid City as just a couple 20% chances of snow, but it's a little cooler, isn't it? Thursday and Friday with some 50s back this weekend in the Black Hills. More coverage online at KELOLAND.com, and have a great day.